Privy
and the
to
mother says,
salvation, I present
"Son,
to you Geralt of Rivia
they
in The
come
Witcher
to take
2.
you to war."
I
And he's standing with his back to them, his pants down.
yeah, I want to talk to Zoltan, who is somewhere, I
Did they
suppose.
take him? Not a chance.
Greetings, Geralt, in these humble foreign walls.
What
Greetings.
walls?
My heart rejoiced to see that dear old noggin of yours emerge from a sea of unknown faces.
I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldiery in Henselt's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
You think they suspect you of being a spy?
Who the fuck knows what's in their bloody heads? You know what? I regret I'm not a spy. I feel like the last bloody cunt here. Somewhere nearby, my brethren are sharpening their axes, just waiting for the fog to dissipate so they can blunt them on some kid when he necks.
You've been around. Heard anything about the Kingslayer?
Just that Henselt is shitting himself for fear that his head is about to be separated from his shoulders. For me, the assassin's hiding out in the ravines. An ideal place for his kind. Anyway, I've been wondering, why the fuck do you care so much about this cunt that you're so ready to stick your neck out to find him?
Because I'm innocent.
The wise know that. And I didn't think you'd trouble yourself about what the fools think.
As long as Letho is free, I'll remain a suspect. I can only prove my innocence by presenting the culprit. No other way.
What will you do when you find him?
We'll see when I talk to him, when I learn the truth. Maybe I'll see his point. And maybe I'll just cut off his head. All rested after the boat trip?
Oh, don't remind me of that. My stomach churns at the very thought.
You could have traveled here on foot.
If I'd known it before days of rocking, I would have. And if they told me I'd be eating dried and salted cod 3 times a day, I'd have clobbered myself with my own hammer before boarding that boat.
You're spending all your time in Roche's camp. Have you two become chums?
Chums? That's a bit rich. But he doesn't piss me off as much as he used to. Either he's changed or I've grown accustomed.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Besides, the camp has loads of other attractions. His men cheat me at cards, and there's a tit or two to hang the gaze upon.
If that's what you're after, there's a regular whorehouse in Henselt's camp.
How can you compare a whore's tits to Vessi's? I could buy myself the others, but hers are just to be admired. I heard you had a bit of fun with Vess.
Did she tell you?
No. Is there anything to tell?
Ask her.
Right, I think I can actually.
Move it! Dodge!
Yes, I think I can do some fist fighting with those guys, can't I?
Fen! Keep dropping your guard like that and they'll beat your kisser to a pulp! Who do we have here?
Someone who's worried about your close combat skills.
We practice a few hours every day.
And here I thought practice makes perfect.
Really? Care to show us your skill then? White-haired one.
Why not? Who's willing?
I'll try. See if you're as strong in your arms as you are in your gob.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Close the
Alright,
distance.
let's do this.
Move it! Dodge! Dodge! Wake up!
That's fine.
Got a feeling Fen won't remember much of that fight. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Take me on. I fancy learning a few witcher's tricks.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Close the
My
distance!
friend Vernon, interesting. Well, that's just it, isn't it? That if you actually fight, I always see that if you go with your Veth, it's a bit of a betrayal, isn't it?
Keep your guard up.
Because
That's more
Roche,
like
that
it.
guy, he let you go even though you were the only suspect in the murder, and he believed in you enough to let you go. And
Ha!
I don't know,
He's
it
still
feels
young.
like a betrayal.
He'll learn. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not?
Run out of monsters to slay? Why are you fighting my men?
Just checking to see if you've taught them well.
And?
I'm amazed they're still standing.
You lackeys. Letting yourselves get thrown around like hay bales. Maybe you want to give me a try.
Oh yes.
Show me what you got, my striped friend.
Ow. Ow!
You win. Feels like I've been kicked by a mare.
Pleasure getting a few slugs in the mug from you, Witcher. We're always eager to learn. You deserve a prize.
I don't need a reward.
It's no reward, just a sign of gratitude. We drag our asses round the world and collect all sorts of scrap metal. Take something. May it serve you well. See you soon.
Not so fast, Witcher. You'll take me on now. You snitch.
So be it.
And good night.
What the bloody hell's all this about?
We're just practicing.
Want practice? I'll have you cleaning the canteen with your bare arses. How's that for practice? Back to the camp!
Aye, sir. That doesn't end this. Stop looking for square coins. You've little to gain, and you just might lose your head over it.
So long.
Well, there's a parallel quest like this also on Jorveth's path, and that means there's only one more quest that I can find
In the face of possible disaster,
in the camp,
they tried to draft entire villages in
I believe.
Half the search.
Let me go to the brothel and talk to Dandelion.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Here is
and we
storage.
camped with the Black Ones.
Oh, brilliant. Nothing too good I'm carrying around here. Just ah, yes, I wanted to look. I wanted to look if by any chance I have more blue meteorite ore. Perhaps I should look in the right place. Yes, I have 5. I need 2 for that suit, don't I? Let me check that. Diamond dust, amethyst, or iron or silver, or yeah. Let me craft that. I need 1 diamond dust. Where was that again? Here. Need 1 diamond dust, 1 amethyst dust, 6 iron ores. I need 8 silver ores. which is about all I have. I need 2 blue meteorite ores. Thanks. That's about it. Okay.
We should have our say. Take an interest in things.
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Lebioda would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book, that's worthy of praise.
Any discount on account of that?
No.
The prophet Lebioda encourages the giving of discounts.
I don't recall that verse.
Oral tradition. And if your neighbor offers you a basket of apples for a ram, say you shall take but half a basket, for 10 more neighbors will come. And 5 of them will offer you 2 baskets of apples for the ram so many covet.
An endless source of wisdom. Browse and choose.
Alright, let me look. He doesn't have anything that has any use for me, it seems. I have a lot of things that I have no use for. Dancing star. Okay. Okay.
Or it will turn out like the mill in Stilton.
Greetings.
Welcome an opportunity when it comes.
They say you run a traveling pawn shop. Heard you even have books.
No song, no supper.
Nobody mentioned you speak in proverbs.
A willful man must have his way.
Ah, you're doing this on a bet. How long do you have to go on like this?
Lost time is never again found.
What happens if you lose the bet?
Crows do not pick crows' eyes.
Good luck anyway.
Fortune is easily found, but hard to keep.
I wish you persistence then. Can I see your goods? I'm mainly interested in those books.
Better to ask the way than to go astray.
Actually, let me look at the hairstyles. Let's do this. How much do you even charge? Do I want to pay you 40 or 40? Yes, I think I like it.
It's fat chance.
Better to ask the way.
What do you have? Nothing here. Grapeshot. Beings of the element of earth. Don't think I have this. Books say I have that. I think. I don't even know. That not. Good one. That's an interesting one. Alright, I'm sure I have these. I'm pretty sure I have this. I probably don't have these. And I actually don't know if I have this. So let me look at them. And sell them again. The Aracas, a study. What? I hate you. The Aracas, a study. Arachnids are lone hunters. They patiently lie in wait for their prey in order to kill it with one swift strike when it appears. The same is true for the Aracas, a huge creature that took a liking to the riverside forests, becoming their undisputed king. A ruler thereof, the Aracas will not share its territory with any other hunters, witches included. Harpies, daughters of the Gale. There are many species of harpy, and all are like kleptomaniacs. though some steal dreams instead of trinkets. They especially like dreams laden with strong emotions, such as nightmares that recur every night. These victims lose their dreams, which can actually be a blessing where nightmares are concerned, and the harpies encase them in crystals, creating items that strongly radiate magic. Mages desire the dreams that these creatures steal. They are even known to breed harpies on perches with a view towards filching their booty at daybreak. Yet it is rare for a dream or nightmare to be powerful enough, or to come from a powerful enough creature to satisfy the desires of a mage. He who would destroy a harpy's nest perched atop a rocky ledge must set a special glistening explosive trap. When the harpy snatches its loot, the charge is detonated, and anything that survives the explosion is dealt with by gravity, eternal foe of all avian creatures. Gargoyles, gutters, splutters, maintenance and repair. Theorists of magic still argue about how gargoyles should be classified. This author favors the school which claims they are a type of golem, for gargoyles are nothing more than fancy sculptures brought to life by magic and ordered to perform menial duties. They can complete only the most rudimentary tasks, so they are often found guarding a territory, even if the creator turned to dust long ago. He who seeks to deactivate the creatures permanently must first locate the place from which they are controlled. Once there, he extinguishes the magic runes that control the construct's will. We'll come across something of that sort, but a lot later. Legendary Accursed. The Draug is a mythical creature issuing straight from ancient legend of heroes and their epic deeds. When a hero descends into a fiery hell to rescue his beloved, or when he seeks to avenge his father's death, the Draug is often his opponent. I think we had that. Why are poets so keen to cast this monster as the archenemy? Well, as a wraith, the Draug fits well into any dark story of a curse of vengeance from the world beyond. Described variously, always as terrifying, its true appearance remains unknown. It is a powerful creature, a prince of the damned, thus making the ideal villain. Did I buy that? The Dan banner? Yes, I did buy that. Because we will need to answer questions about the Dan banner. Actually, everything that we were told by Zivik is things we need to know. And here it is again. Or some of it, I suppose. The Dan banner rose to fame during the last wars with Nilfgaard, a Kedwani light cavalry regiment. Initially it patrolled the area around Banglaen. Caught to the front, it proved its mettle during the incursion into Upper Eddon, but it was the chroniclers of the Battle of Brenna who made the unit famous. Because history likes to repeat itself, several years later the Dan banner once again led Hensel's foray into Eddon. This time it suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of an ostensible ally, no less, the sorceress Sabrina Glavisic. Decimated beyond resurrection, the unit was never reformed, and its characteristic cloaks and beaver skin caps, which once bred terror in the hearts of Kedwen's foes, became a thing of the past, though they remain identifying marks by which the unit's few surviving former members recognize one another. Slaves of the Curse. Draugs are commanders, and Draugirs are their wraith soldiers. A Draug calls Draugirs into existence on battlefields or on cemeteries by the sheer force of his will. Like the Draug himself, these minions arise from damned souls trapped within the shells formed of the remnants of arms, armor, war machines, and corpses that were torn apart by scavengers. Of trolls and trolling. According to legend, trolls were born of the earth and their bodies made of rock. They feared and despised the sunlight, which kills them by turning them into inanimate stone, so they only prowl at night. So much for legends. What is the reality? Well, as always, the truth is far more mundane. Trolls are living creatures like you and me, and they prefer day to night, for they are so clumsy they stumble over stones in the dark, spilling the vodka they cherish so much. Their skin is indeed hard as stone, but beneath it there are muscles and a heart that pumps blood. Given that they bleed, they can be killed. How to kill a bull. The bull can be compared to a heap of muscle contained within a flexible yet durable hide. It has the head of a buffalo, yet its mouth is filled with sharp teeth, perfectly suited to rending flesh. Bulls are post-conjunction beasts. Visible marks of chaos include the creature's horns and the vestigial, largely immovable limbs that cover its body. Broxai, eulogists of death. The Broxai is a higher vampire, that is, a post-conjunction creature, an intruder in our world. She assumes the form of a beautiful woman and turns terrifying when she grows hungry and attacks. As befits a vampire, the Broxai drinks blood. The victim of a Broxai is often both her lover and her chief source of sustenance. Beings of the element of earth. The Earth Elemental is the younger brother of the legendary Tao, the genie capable of creating earthquakes and flattening mountains. Younger means less powerful, but also more mischievous, felling trees, toppling the walls of buildings, and crushing people into a pulp number among this creature's pranks. Of course, it performs only those its master wishes it to. I think that's pretty much it.
It's on their tents?
Better to ask the way.
Let me sell these books again because I don't need them. Oh, come on. Yeah. Let me see, the Dandelion should be right here, for example.
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know.
I heard you dueled each other.
You heard right?
You came out on top in the arena. Maybe you should try her in another setting.
Could be interesting, I guess.
Really? You slept with her?
Mm-hmm.
And how was she? Spill it!
Well, there was no clang of steel. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
I'm tired of having to explain that I'm not the Kingslayer.
Hensel believed you.
But he's still not sure, and I don't want him doing me any favors.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevissig?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Fair enough.
Are there trolls here?
Aye, there are. And you don't mind. What's so strange about that?
And they don't...
Huh? Armor of Bernard. You can actually buy that thing? Hang on. I mean, I can... I'm not buying that. Nice one too. The thing is, I need to find a better steel sword too. Yours. Well, the one I want is going to be found someplace. I don't suppose I'll do it like that. What is down there? I don't think I want to know just yet. I'll find out eventually. I'm pretty sure I have to go there. What now? What? What now? Thanks. Don't do this. Alright, let me go back in because there's one more quest that I need to find in the camp. I think.
Well, it was here yesterday.
What are you looking for? Even can I talk to you? No, I can't. I can craft my sword. Oh, for crying out loud, these guys are going on my nerves.
So?
Oh, I wanted to. No. I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. And I have 2 rune slots too. Let me see. Do you have any? Yes, you do. I'll buy all the silver ore I can get now, cause it's a bit tough to come by.
Oh my god!
You probably don't have any. No. Oh, there's more here. But I can't loot it.
Do not disturb.
I am Myron, Master Apothecary in King Henselt's service.
Geralt.
Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be it. How can I help you?
I want to stock up on herbs and medicine.
Got a prescription?
A prescription?
I jest. We have supply shortages, so I can only sell you certain medicaments.
I'm not entirely sure what I would do with the troll trunk.
Relic Sati.
Got anything interesting there?
Ash, whatever.
I don't think he has anything. Nope. Okay, here's the deal. I need to see... Where is that last thing? There's one more quest I can find that's in this... Where is that? Let me look at the map. No, I wanted to look at the map.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
When the prophet
where
went
are
to
you?
Roche, tax
Watch the fuck out!
They wanted to
Yeah.
Piss off out of here. You're talking to an elder. So show a little respect, you prick licker. Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Audrin!
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Mavrick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witcher's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
Hello.
Alright, this was Salvatia and Geralt of Rivia and The Witcher 2, Weiter.